So why use 6-inch ungridded tiles? Why not make a bunch of 2-inch tiles? First, they're fast to set up. It's easy to find the piece you need and you don't have to make a ton of them. Second, it speeds up my games a lot. If you're someone who enjoys a tactical game with specific ranges, my system is likely too loosey-goosey for you. To you I say, there is no reason you can't paint a grid on your tiles and use them normally. Knock yourself out. But if you would like a semi-tactical, semi-narrative style of combat, I recommend zones. In my game, characters get 2 actions. They can use them to move or attack. Moving to an adjacent zone costs 1 action. Faster moving characters like barbarians and monks might move 2 zones in 1 action. Movement within a zone counts as a free action, but you can only do it once per turn. If there is a visible barrier in the zone, I might rule that it costs you an action to cross it, unless your character has a special ability that allows them to do this. Anything in the same zone as you is in close range. If your bases are touching, you're in melee range. 1 zone away is near range. You can only attack this target with ranged weapons or magic. 2 zones away is far range. You can only attack this target with ranged weapons or magic at disadvantage. Remember, zones only represent areas of interest or action. If you're not in the zone, you're not a direct part of what is happening there, no matter how close you stand to the edge. As I said earlier, if you're in the same zone, you're in close range. If your bases are touching, you're in melee range and can make melee attacks. Larger critters have reach and can make a melee attack against any target in their zone. What about attacks of opportunity? In my game, if you leave a zone with enemies in it, 1 enemy gets an attack of opportunity. An individual enemy can only do this once per round. If someone else leaves that round, a different enemy has to make the attack. Except special enemies. They can always deal an attack of opportunity. That doesn't mean a fleeing character gets hit by 2 monsters, it just means that as a GM I can always choose to have Murderlack take a swipe. Let's start with everyone's favorite, the Fireball. A fireball's damage affects everyone and everything in the zone. Friends, enemies, beer, sheep. Cone attacks. Really? Who uses those? Cone attacks in my game affect everything but the caster in the caster's zone. Line attacks. Like ranged attacks, they reach out to far range and can hit any one target in each zone, including the zone the caster is standing in. If the targets need to save, the target at the furthest zone, at the far distance, gets to save with advantage. All in all, I've just simplified area effect spells, movement, and ranges into a way that new players can easily grasp and understand it. There are a lot of rules-light role-playing games out there that are already using zoned combat. I just applied it to 6-inch tiles. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button.